All right, Jake Taylor here again with Jakey Tape Podcast, and today I'm talking about cardio. Okay, so this is one topic that I always try to reach on with any of my clients or anything, just because I feel like the idea of cardio today in the gym is just complete lazy bullshit. All right, so why does anybody do cardio? So the main reason why anybody in the gym that you see on the treadmill doing cardio is because they want to burn belly fat, any type of body fat, while maintaining whatever muscle mass they have. Okay, so here's what I see wrong in the gym. All right, and it's complete bullshit. I don't know who told you any of this or why you're following this program anyway. But the whole walking on the treadmill at 3.5 speed for an hour is complete bullshit. Okay, especially this whole thing with doing fasted cardio. Fasted cardio. If do your own research. All right, don't just take my word for it, but do your own research. Fasted cardio has no more of an anabolic effect at burning fat than just any cardio, whether it's later in the day after you had meals or anything. You're still going to get the same effect from it. You're still burning the same amount of calories as if you're just doing cardio later on in the day. All right. And another thing, what I want to point out is this whole thing of walking on the treadmill, 3.5 speed, just walking, watching people watching movies. Like, what is this bullshit? All right. So let's get to the topic of what is the best cardio that you should be doing in the gym. All right. And that's always going to be going back to HIIT training. So high intensity interval training is the best way to burn fat and maintain as much muscle mass while doing it. All right. And you don't have to worry about doing it fasted. You don't have to worry about doing it bright and early in the morning before you do anything else. All right. What it boils down to is busting your ass for 15 to 20 minutes as hard as you can. Anybody can last 15 to 20 minutes, all right? Well, at least I hope you can last 15 to 20 minutes. But besides the point, this whole walking on the treadmill for an hour, watching a movie, like I can do that. I can walk when I go grocery shopping. Like, get that out of the way. I mean, the only reason that you should be walking on the treadmill at 3.5 speed watching a movie is if you're an 80-year-old grandma who's overweight, who has poor achy joints and can barely even walk in the first place. All right, the majority of you are young, within 20, 30-year-old range, even above that, and are much capable of much more than just walking on the treadmill. All right, be an athlete. Don't go in the gym and just walk. It's going to get you nowhere. Okay, and this also brings up another subject. So based on of what I've researched and everything that I've read about, lists. So this is a type of list. So list stands for, or LISS stands for low intensity steady state cardio, and that's what you're doing when you're just walking on the treadmill. Okay, so this is brought up, and you're doing this maybe 3 times a week. All right, you're gonna get to a point. For one, this causes causes metabolic damage. All right, so you're eventually going to start slowing your metabolism down dramatically, and that's the last thing you want to do when you're trying to burn fat and you're trying to get lean and hold on to some hard, dense muscle. All right, the last thing you want to do is slow down your metabolism. All right, everybody wants a faster metabolism, and how do you build a metabolism? How do you get to increase and work faster? HIIT training. All right, not lists. So again, let's go back to lists. So let's say you're walking on the treadmill for an hour each day, 3 times a week, all right? Doing this bullshit, nice steady state walk, and you're going to be doing this 3 times a week. Well, eventually you're going to get to the point where those first couple of weeks you'll be burning belly fat or whatever type of fat. You'll see some advantage from doing it, but eventually that's going to slow down, and you're going to hit a plateau very fast, all right? And the only way to break out of that plateau is to add on another day or add on more time to that cardio, okay? So now you're up to 4 days a week doing this hour-long training, this dreaded long walking on the treadmill. Nobody wants to do it for an hour, okay? It's so dreadful. I don't know if you've ever done it, but it's probably the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Back when when I first started and I saw all these other guys doing it, so I was like, shit, I might as well do it. But then I started educating myself, and I realized that's probably the most stupid, idiotic thing you could ever do if you're trying to burn body fat, all right? So now you're up to 4 days a week because you've hit a plateau just doing it 3 days a week. You're not losing any more body fat. So now you're up to 4 days a week doing it, all right? Again, back to seeing results, and then you hit that plateau again. So what do you got to do? Add on to 5 days a week, all right? Do you see where I'm going here? You got to keep adding on, and eventually you're going to hit a ceiling very quickly to where, I mean, if you're doing an hour-long walk on the treadmill 7 days a week, where do you go from there? Make it to 2-hour-long walks now? I mean, eventually you'll get to a point where you're just going to plateau and there's nowhere to increase from that, all right? Now, that only really only happens with list training, all right? When you're talking about HIIT training, high intensity interval training, type of training scheme where you're getting your heart rate up to its max peak and then slowly dropping it down, then back up to its max peak, slowly dropping down, and that's only over the course of about 15 minutes, you're never really going to see a plateau with that, all right? And you can always change this type of cardio routine up, all right? Maybe go do your workout, go do your regular weightlifting session. Say it's chest day, you're going to get done with chest, and then it's time for some cardio because today's your cardio day, all right? So you're going to go put 50% of your max squat weight on the squat bar and go rep that out 12 times, all right? That's going to get your heart rate up real fast, all right? These are nice speed squats, all right? It's going to get your heart rate up real fast, all right? After that, go do some, leg raises off the pull-up bar, all right? Hit those abs a little bit. Boom, take a little 30-second rest, let that heart rate come back down, and then bam, right back at it again. Another round. And just time yourself. Put a timer on your phone. 15 minutes. See how many rounds you can get done, all right? And keep increasing off the top of that, all right? So next week, if you got 6 rounds this week in 15 minutes, next week try to get 7 rounds. Keep increasing on top of that. And you're going to be an absolute beast in the gym. Not only that, you're going to lose a hell of a lot of body fat, and you're going to be dense as hell. No matter where you go, you're going to be looking beach ready, hoe ready, and you're going to be looking good, and you're going to be an absolute beast of an athlete in the gym too. Not some dude, not some 80-year-old grandma that's walking on the treadmill that can barely even walk in the first place, all right? Chances are you're like 25 years old in the best shape of your life and you're walking on the treadmill? The hell kind of lazy shit is that? All right? Quit watching these big time professional bodybuilders who are on all types of gear, all types of juice, that's doing all the work mostly for them, that's helping their metabolism out anyway. You're not that guy, all right? These guys are 280 pounds, 5% body fat. There's a reason why they're just walking on the gym pre-show, because that's really all they can do. And on top of that, they're in such a severe caloric deficit that it's already working with them. That's pretty much all the energy they have is to walk, all right? Build your metabolism, be able to eat as much as you can and still lose weight at the same time. That's how you be a freaking beast in the gym, all right? Quit being this dude that walks on the treadmill. Half of you guys don't even know how to properly squat. That's embarrassing. Go in there and be an athlete is what I'm trying to say. Quit comparing yourself to these guys like Lee Haney and Arnold Schwarzenegger. You're not them. You're an average person who's trying to look good on the beach. All right? You're not on all this gear and all this juice, and if you are, I'm sorry. You shouldn't be. But anyways, if you're trying to do this naturally, trying to do this healthy, go at this and do some HIIT training, all right? And the other thing is this builds on top of your growth hormone levels. It's great for testosterone production in your body. HIIT training, look it up, research it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. All right, you're going to be in much better shape doing HIIT training instead of some bullshit list walk on the gym or on the treadmill. Quit doing that shit, all right? So anyways, that's my little rant for the day. Just to let you guys know, I mean, there's a reason why you're not seeing any results from walking on the treadmill and starving yourself, all right? Build on your metabolism. Metabolism is key to fat loss, all right? Quit trying to go at this and eat a 1,200 calorie diet every day and starve yourself and then walk on the treadmill, all right? Do you want to feel good or you want to feel like shit at the end of the day and look like shit? Because half those guys that do that, they all look soft anyway, all right? If you're in there doing that routine that I just told you about, 50% of your squat max, repping that out 12 times as fast as you can at the end of your workout, and time yourself for 15 minutes doing as many rounds as you can in that 15 minutes, you're going to be an absolute beast and you're going to look dense as hell and you're going to have a nice little butt doing it. So go hit those HIIT trainings. Peace.